Yo, what's up, chat? We out here again. Another day, another dollar, another live stream, brother. So, you know how it be, how it go. Let's see, we do need this. Let's see, what are we doing? Sweet. Now, the question is, where do we put this? There we go. Sweet. That works out pretty good. Alright, so plan is for tonight, I think we're gonna watch some videos of some different methods to rank up pretty quickly in Elden Ring. Not doing any glitches or anything like that, just some strategies to get a bunch of runes and then level ourselves, power level ourselves basically. And then from there, we're going to go try to kill some bosses once that happens. The last time we played Elden Ring, we got pretty far towards the end of one of those methods, but that dragon that I have to kill, it takes way too long. Like, I have sat around for 40 plus minutes and not even like taken a quarter of his health off. So I'm not even going to bother with it anymore. I'm just going to move on and go do something else, and then we can come back and kill that dragon and then use that gold pickle foot and still get like 200,000 runes or whatever. Hopefully, if that still works that way, if they haven't patched it or something, you know. But yeah, that's today's goal anyway. For the most part, that's today's goal. So hopefully everything will be on its way like that. Let's see. Just need to load up some YouTube. And then we're going to do how to... What's it called? Elden Ring. We're repping the Elden Ring hoodie today. Elden Ring rune farm to level up fast in 2025. Okay. Maybe we'll watch that video, see what happens in that.
If you're a new...
Pause it right there. Oh, this is yeah, this is ESO. Look at that. I like this dude. It's been a long time since I've seen his face cam on though. Jesus. Well, that's the first time in a long time I've seen his face. As a matter of fact, that's probably like the second time I've ever seen his face, and I still remembered what he looked like. That's crazy. Alright, well, let's get into it. Start getting this bread, chat. Let's see.
Or returning player who wants to farm millions of runes in Elden Ring right at the start of the game to become extremely overpowered without even killing any bosses. These are going to be the best free rune farming methods that you can reach in just 15 minutes after starting the game. Now you can do this at any point in the game, but starting out we're going to be picking the Deprived class. Compared to the other classes, this one starts at level 1 with the best base stats in the entire game. This means that if later on you want to swap your character build from a two-handed strength warrior to a mage, your stats will already be ready to do that. And don't worry, even if you're a new player, you won't actually need to fight anything for this whole video. But I will warn you that by the time you're done following this rune farming guide, you might find the starting bosses and early areas of the game too easy. But it's up to you how you play the game.
I'm probably not going to power level myself super far. for what the reason that he just said. So he said that, you know, once you do this, after you've done it a couple of times, you'll probably find that the bosses get really easy. Just the early game bosses, and we've only just beat Margit. We haven't even beat the second boss or whatever. So I'm gonna do this once or twice, get to like, I don't know, 40 or 50, level 40, 50, and then once I am to there and I feel comfortable going after the second boss, whichever that is, I'll have to look up a guide for that as well, because there's just all kinds of places you can go, and we'll fight the side quest bosses as well. But yeah, chat. So basically, I'm not going to try to overpower myself. I just want to have an advantage, not necessarily be above and beyond all that is out there. You know what I mean? So
finish the tutorial boss and prologue. If you already know where you're going, you can just skip ahead to further in the video. But very early on, you're going to arrive in the open world of Limgrave. The first step resting point is right in front of us. Let's go ahead and activate that. We're just here on the map now. And then if we actually head northwest to the church you can see directly off the cliff in front of us, we can unlock the next site of grace. Now, I'm playing the video at a faster speed here. If this is going too fast for you, just use the YouTube settings to play it at a slower speed. And then it'll be easier for you to follow along. And we're going to activate this next site of grace. And then after, we can head through the broken wall out towards the forest in the distance to the north. And we're just going to carry on following this path through the forest. Just continue along the path until you reach the other side of it, and you'll see some ruins down the hill below in front of you.
Okay.
Just head to the left side. We're going to avoid these ruins.
We done did all this.
And you'll see right at the foot of the massive gatehouse in front of us, there's another site of grace.
Is this going to be the same dragon?
And rest at this location, because this is where we unlock our mounts. And also a new weapon that will need later on in the video. And Melina will appear to us, and we're going to accept her reward. Now if you press the start button and you navigate to the right, you can hotkey your mount inside your pouch slot. The next
what does he use to kill that dragon?
We're going to be using this for its unique bleed effect. You can use another weapon if you like the katana, which I already have
this weapon right here. I sold that the other day.
I showed you how to get.
This, I think I had it anyways. I had something that looked similar. I had two, like a great sword and this, something that looked like this, and I sold it
earlier.
So that's unfortunate.
We're going to be using this for its unique bleed effect. You can use another weapon if you like the katana, which I already have another video on how to get linked below. And if you didn't know, you can two-hand your weapon by holding down the Y button on the Xbox controller and then pressing the right-hand attack button. And then your character will hold it with two hands.
If I could do more damage to the dragon, I would go ahead and kill him.
From the resting spot of grace outside of
but that's kind of what's holding me back.
You'll see a massive dragon lying down and sleeping right in front of you. Now, since the last video I made over 2 years ago, it's been discovered that you can actually farm this dragon repeatedly over and over again without killing it. And this is the part you don't want to mess up. So as you can see, we're going to run over and attack this dragon, and it literally does no damage. But don't worry, if we do keep attacking it, you'll get a chunk of bleed damage, which hits for a percentage of the enemy's health. So that's 13,000 damage, taking a big chunk of its health bar down. Now, it's actually even faster with the flail weapon to trigger this bleed effect. If you just hold down the flail special attack button, you can actually spin the flail and get multiple hits per second. This is going to end up applying that bleed effect even faster, which is obviously where all our damage
okay, that right there is that's useful.
So I'm standing just where these mushroom-like things are, and just make sure that the flail is actually hitting the hitbox of the enemy to register.
Yo, Czar, what's up, Czar? Appreciate you coming through, man. Nice to see you again. W Czar, he's become a regular. Appreciate you coming out, Czar. We're just watching.
Just all those hits.
We're watching how to power level ourselves right now.
It's as much
before we hop in the game.
You'll just be wasting your stamina. And once your stamina is consumed, you can just stand there for a second, let it regenerate, and then just carry on.
Mullet Chubs, what is up, dog? W Mullet Chubs, bro's been here for, I mean, since I started streaming pretty much. Bro just popped in for the first time since I've been back. What an absolute homie. Whole lot of nothing, he said. Whole lot of nothing. Same old, dog. You know me.
Doing this over
just out here
watching the video around 3 minutes
before we try to power level ourselves.
To defeat the dragon.
What's up, Aiden Uzumaki?
It's important that you don't take it down completely. As you can see, it's eventually going to get to this very low amount of health. It's going to have this much health left. And it always works out to be exactly the same amount of health, because obviously it's percentage-based damage. So you're not going to like accidentally kill it. You'll see it gets to this much health, just like on my screen. And this is where the really important part comes in. At this point, you want to mount up and stand next to the dragon, just here, and then start attacking it normally to apply that bleed effect again. And this time, it's going to kill the dragon. And as soon as that bleed effect triggers, you actually see the dragon's tail flinch slightly. At this point, as soon as you see that, you're going to need to sprint back to the resting spot of grace on your horse. And you can press the left trigger or X button to dismount, and then you can just spam the Y button to rest at the resting spot as soon as possible.
Chat, does that count as a glitch,
see
chat?
That we've gained 50,000 runes, but the dragon, if you turn around, is still alive. And it used to be that you could only kill this dragon once, but now you can.
I'm spinning off these perks like I'm a laundromat. Need to play some games again. I haven't had time since graduation. Dang. Chubbs, what are you doing these days, man? You said something about work earlier. What you doing for work, man? Let me hear it. A lot of time's gone by, man. Oil rigs. Yeah, that checks out. That's kind of what I was thinking. It was either that or like working on diesel trucks or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Old mullet Chubbs, bruh. Man, oh man. I thought I requested Miku feet grooming. Yeah, that's, no. I'm just kidding. Maybe. I was, what, a sophomore back then? Bruh, I don't even remember. Let's see, that was 2022, dog. That was like 3 years ago, homie. How crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? That is wild. Bruh, still out here. What a man. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Yes. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I'm 25 now. It is crazy how time flies, man. Absolutely Captain Insano. You know, I'm in high school. Is that right, Czar? What, you like a sophomore, junior, senior? What is the other one? Freshman? Yeah. Let's hear it, Czar. Turned 20 in 2 months? Fuck. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Let's see. So, I mean, how do we get that weapon, though? Does he show how to get the weapon? Slow rune farm location? Okay, so he has a slower rune farm. Reaching the first rune farm. Okay. So this is a compilation video. He shows several. Is this like Dark Souls? Yeah, pretty much. It's made by the same people that made the Dark Souls game. The Dark Souls game, plural, because there's several. As well as Demon Souls and Bloodborne and all that. They all share like a universe. They all are connected in some way, supposedly. You're a junior, Czar. Heck yeah, dude. You liking being a junior? How does that go? So that's senior, sophomore, junior? No, not senior. What? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior? So next year you'll be a senior? That's what's up, man. Bet you're looking forward to that, aren't you, Czar? I can see in the den you're letting peas out. Okay. Well, make sure you put those peas back up, brother, because we use those for dinner. So, BRB, got to grab the rig. Need some motivation. Okay. All right, mullet. Be looking forward for your return, brother. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Fun fact, I wanted to watch this weapon location. Let's see.
Left, you'll find a black carriage.
Yeah, so this weapon, if this is the mace he's talking about, I sold that.
Back, and then we can loot the chest that he was guarding.
Chubbs is back already, baby.
To find the flail weapon, which we can't actually equip yet, but we will need it later. Now if we look on our map again, we can see that we're right here, just to the northeast from the gatehouse ruins.
Yep.
We now need to travel east all the way along this path and across the bridge. And then we're going to take the path to the north and just keep following it into the fog to the next location. You can just follow where
I didn't even change the stream title or nothing before I went live, by the way.
Path away from the ruins. And I've heard
Didn't
quite
change
a few
nothing,
people are
chat.
struggling with the Elden Ring
Hail
DLC.
streamer.
So I will be making a very easy to follow early build guide
Ooh,
that
we just got
literally
burned.
deletes all of the bosses in the base game, and you'll find the DLC a lot easier to handle. So now we're going to head over the bridge, and we're going to take the dirt track to the left.
Hail
here.
streamer,
and now
man.
we can just follow this road all the way along, ignoring all of the enemies on it. Some of them will try to shoot you with their arrows, but you'll be fine. There will be some enemies hiding underneath this bridge, so I recommend just going to the right and around the ruin here. And then
I've barely been
rejoining
paying
the
attention to
path
where
on
he's
the other
going.
side. Eventually, we're going to reach the end of the road, and
I see you, I hear you.
at the third church of Marika. So come in the door here, and we can unlock the next.
Which means you're too
resting point
close.
of Grace. Now, if you want to find the map fragment here, there is a guide in the description below. But now, from this resting point of Grace, we're going to go behind the broken wall, just to the right here, and just head through the bushes. And then
We're not
you
even
can
gonna pick
walk
that stuff
over
up over
these
there? You gonna
rocks,
pretend
and
like
see
that
there's
wasn't
a
there?
lake behind the church here. Just to your right, through these next bushes, you'll see a little wisp of light, and this is
Okay,
actually
well,
the
we've already done
location
that.
of a hidden teleporter, which
Yeah.
leads us through a massive shortcut into an endgame area of
Okay.
Dragon Barrow.
So this is part of
Don't
the first
worry,
rune
we're
run?
not going to need to fight anything there.
I think I remember doing this.
Just run through this enemy's legs, and then we can mount up and just head onwards down the hill.
No, if he goes further down, then I've never done that as a rune farm.
Bridge, which you can see in the distance. There's so many checkpoints in this game, it's probably one of the reasons why it's considered one of the easiest Souls games. So after you've activated that, you can head across the bridge. And don't be worried about this massive dragon. I call him Harry the Friendly Dragon because he never attacks us. You can just run right past him. As long as you're on your mount, he won't catch up with you. And then when we get to the other side of the bridge here, we're going to bear to the left. That's going to be your next landmark. That
Talent,
you're
good
heading to.
boy.
And if you look
Indeed.
off the cliff here, you'll see there's an updraft of wind. Now, if you jump off the cliff and land where that updraft is, you won't take any fall damage. So after you've done that,
Are you
just
sure about
turn
that?
back around and go between the cliff and the tower, and you'll see there's another site of grace right.
Isn't that where you
in front
talk
of
to
you.
Ronnie?
So now we're going to rest here to unlock it, and this
Isn't
is
that
where
little-
our
that little
first
castle behind you?
farming method is actually located. And it is a lot slower than the next one I'm going to show you, but it is still worth knowing about because we do need to level up a couple of times, and this is a really quick way of doing so. So just head down the hill towards the underside of the bridge. And if you actually look behind you, a stone boulder is going to appear out of nowhere, and suddenly it's going to start rolling towards you. So you want to dodge to the side here so that the boulder will fall off the cliff in front of you. And when that boulder is destroyed, it's going to give you 1,952 runes for doing literally nothing. So if you head back up the hill and then just go and rest again, that boulder will respawn, and you can just repeatedly farm this location over and over again. And I timed myself just running there, dodging to the right hand side so the boulder always falls off the cliff, and then obviously sprinting back again. So every 25 seconds you're going to be making 1,952 runes. It's going to give you 281,000
For an hour,
runes
that's pretty
per
good runes
hour.
right there.
But do not sit here and farm it for an hour. It's going to be a massive waste of your time. And so instead there is a much faster method, which is right next to this one. But before you go there, just do this a few times so you can level up your dexterity to
Okay, well, we've already
turn
got
around and we're going to head back to that updraft.
a couple levels
and we're just
under our
gonna
belt.
jump inside of it so we can get back onto the cliff edge. And now if you look around, you'll see a massive, really, really big tree off there in the distance. We're just going to run towards
Yeah, what
that
Talentless
next.
Duck said. What happened? Where'd his face cam go? Why'd he quit talking to me? Okay.
So once you reach the tree, come around its base and you'll find another updraft that you can jump in to access the cliffs above. And once we're on top,
Oh, does this go straight into killing the dragon here?
Where we can pick up the Radagon Saucer Seal, which is a talisman that boosts our stats while we have it equipped. So rest outside at this side of Grace, and now we can go ahead and enter the fortress. It's easy enough to run through, just go inside and then head to the left, just around the wooden wall here, avoiding the bats that are going to try and poison you. Head through the dark room to the brightly lit door and then get yourself up that
Buddy died right there
to the
before,
top
by the way.
of tower. Once you're on top, you can loot the area, but I'm just going to drop down onto the roof below. Make sure you jump,
almost
otherwise
missed that
you can
ledge.
fall down the crack in the middle. Then we're going to run past this first hole, we're going to ignore the night summon here, and then we're going to head around to the hole at the back here, where you can drop in and then turn around, and if you go right and smash through this wooden wall just to the side here, you can then run and jump across, and then once you're across, if you walk around this next wooden wall, you're going to find some rats on the other side. So make sure you have that dodge roll prep. Once you drop down this hole, you'll find
I've got this already.
And on that body, rats take you down. You're going to respawn outside, and now we can start the second farming method, which you can actually mess up, so please do pay close attention. Firstly, we're going to equip Radagon's Saucer Seal, which is going to boost our dexterity by 5. So from 13 to 18, which is exactly what we need to equip the flail weapon that I showed you how to get earlier. And we're going to be using this for its unique bleed effect.
I'm having a stroke. Certainly, I can buy it back, right?
I have another video on how to get linked below. And if you didn't know, you can two-hand your weapon by holding
this
down
goes straight
the Y
into killing
button
that
on the Xbox
dragon.
controller.
Okay, so we learned absolutely dick, by the way. Alright, well, let's load this game up, chat. Shall we? Let's get it. Oh, you know what? It'd probably be beneficial to me to change the stream title and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's go here for a second. Quit it. Let's see. What have you done? At the end of the previous session, quit game or return to desktop might not have been selected from the system. Please use these options when you wish to end the play session. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, pal. Let's see. Huh? Excuse me? Why is it acting like my... How is my stream that far behind over there? Excuse me? Why have we done this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. So... That one's Gucci. Let's see. Got to change this one up. What the heck? There's a hair on me. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, that'll work. Sweet. Subayo. All right. Hello. Thank you. Good boy, Elden Ring. Good boy. Where did my sound go? There's no sound, chat. Fun fact. Where's my sound? Where's my snare? There's my sound right there. That's a little loud to me. Turn that down. There we go. Sweet. All right, first things first. No. First things first. We're gonna make our way back over here. See if we can't buy this. See if we can't buy this swinger back. Do we even have runes on us? Probably not.
Wait. Well, you're back.
Purchase. Chalk, chat. We're chalked. That's it. Good stream. Okay. So, there's not a whole lot we can do there. Right. Okay. So, let's see. We do have... What do we got here? That's a talisman's pouch. What are we doing? Equipment. And then we can go here. Put that on. That helps us out a little bit. We like that. What does this do? Increases bow effective range? We don't want that. Why would we want that? Won't even use that. Okay, so we can use the Bloodhound Fang now. Sweet. We like that. Let's go see how much damage that does to this dragon, yeah? Where is it? Is it this? Fort Farith? Yes. Yes, in fact it is. Let's get in her, bud. Oh. Chalked. Already, chat. Alright, I'm back for real this time. Alright, Chubbs. Nice to have you here, man. I don't know for sure this is even going to be worth it right here. Can this do bleed damage? Probably not. I'm almost positive. Had to call Raz. Uh-oh. Oh, razzle dazzle. It can do bleed damage. Look at that. Might have to pick. Yeah. Oh, he got arrested? Potentially. Allegedly, huh? Whatever he did. Allegedly. There we go. My CBR. Nice. Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of the thing about fleeing is that you need to not get caught. You know what I mean? Tell Buddy you should have been faster. Oh boy. You got a reckless in the company rig a few days ago? Dang. So like they wrote you up, I'm assuming? Nah, just sue them, man. It's fine. Well, that's good that this does bleed damage at least. I hear that big boy stomping over there. There it goes. Oh yeah, DOT got you because the trailer, it was bad, but HR and the foremans all laughed about it. Dang. Yeah. DOT and OSHA and all that are all about regulations, man. The second they hear about something, it's game over for whoever it was for, you know what I mean? That's the bad thing. I hate that stuff, man. I hate that for you. Defund OSHA, for real. Maybe bring them back when somebody wants an OSHA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the EPA, bruh. Let's sneak into their rooms at night and give them pink eye, bruh. Me and you. Just straight up rub some Duke in their eyes. How's that sound? I'm waiting to hit this blood proc right here. Bleed proc. Come on now. Nice. I don't know if this other one is going to be the last one that killed him or what. I kind of hope it doesn't kill him all the way, but does kill him at the same. Honestly, if it does kill him, I don't care. I just want the rooms at this point. We'll figure it out. Even if it does kill him. Yeah, for real. I bet you make some good money out there, Chubbs. I've been thinking about going into that industry, but the only problem is there's not really any rigs out here where I live, like not within close vicinity. But they make some good money, man. Very good money. Alright, he's dead. Pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe. No, it didn't work. He didn't respond. That's fine. Alright, how many rooms we got from that? We've got 98,000 rooms. So, nice. What do I need to level up, chat? That's kind of out of my range of expertise there. Let's see. So definitely want to rank up some dexterity there. We're going to put that at like 20. We're going to put vigor at like 20 as well. Strength, we're going to put up to like 18 maybe. Endurance, we'll put that to like 10. It's decent. You travel from all around oh, okay, so you're near Kentucky, Ohio. You get home every night, which is a plus. It's hard to find in this industry. Yeah, about 80 hours, give or take a week. Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of the good thing about that, is that it's, you know, they'll work you. They'll actually put work in, you know. It's a lot better than the job I was working. That's for sure. I think I'm happy with that, sure. Can we see our health now, chat? Probably not. You see that. But yeah, dude, 80 hours, that's pretty good for, like, you know, just a week. I mean, you're gone for that much or more. I get that, but I was working at, you know, I've worked for Toyota, Honda, and Nissan now. And as a mechanic, let me tell you something not to get into, is to not be a mechanic. Okay, so you guys are just an inspection division for casing, but it's just our crew. There isn't any worry about layoffs. Yeah, well, that's cool, man. That's good. Yeah, one thing that you definitely don't want to get into is to be a mechanic, because that sucks. Especially right now in the way that the industry is, it's just not even worth it, dude. No part of it is worth it. Yeah, you're making double what you were if you got 50 hours flat rate. Exactly. Like when I was working for Honda, I was making $30 an hour, but like that was the most I've been paid hourly. And that's crazy. I just dodged that. But where's that even coming from? But that's the most I've been paid hourly. You know what I mean? But it wasn't an hour. It was for flat rate. And it was so slow there that it didn't even matter that you were making $30 an hour because you only got like 20 hours a week. But you were there for 50. So it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I left there. Before I was working there, I worked at Nissan. And then I worked for Toyota. Toyota, I was making the least out of all three of those places. But I was making the most hours, you know. Then I started doing stuff on the side for myself, and they didn't like that too much. They said, "Nah, you can't be doing that." And they fired me over it. So now we're chilling. Right now. I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna pick this up right here. Look at these little hands. These little spider hands. Oh my god, there's a big one. It's Ozzy Osbourne's hands, bro. Get off me. Oh my god, they almost killed me. For real. That's insane. Get away from me. I just wanted to go see what that was. 20K service week came out to a $500 check. The mechanic industry is wrecked unless you get into either engineering or are really good at diag work. Yeah, for real. Which, I mean, I really wasn't that bad at diag, but it would take me a little bit longer sometimes. Like, I'd usually fall either flat even on most of my diag hours or slightly behind. And which is fine, but I don't know. I don't enjoy being a mechanic, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Not under a flat rate, guys. What? Oh, you can't have a steed in here. Hey, W Chubbs right there. Look at him go. I forgot you were even a mod, man. That's crazy. I don't know where that other hand came from. Nice little gold rune action. We like it. Respect my authority. They took our jibs. Yeah, man. Being a mechanic sucks. Bad. Like, and it was cool. Like, really the only reason I even became a mechanic is because I want to work on my own cars and stuff like that. And like, maybe it was in the books for me to one day open up like a shop of my own or something. But even that at this point is kind of the dream of that is gone. You know what I mean? Like, I have no want to do it. I do not want to have to work with warranty companies or, you know, God knows what. Lady Ronnie. Oh, is this where Ronnie is? Oh no. They think I'm Ronnie, I guess. .305 4019s. Not like off of memory, but I've done some pretty low profile before. I don't know that I've done any that wide though. Yeah, I can't say for sure. Probably not though. I've gotten pretty close, I would say. But the machine that we had at Toyota, worst tire machine I've ever used in my life, bro. I cannot stand that thing. I mean, it's a borderline death trap, man. Which they all are. But yeah, the automated machines are dumb. My favorite ones are like the old Coates machines that are just have the pneumatic table, like the tables just spin. And that's like the only thing. Everything else you have to set manually. Those are the best ones in my opinion, because then it's just straight like knowledge and skill to take that tire off, and then it has no input from the machine. Otherwise, it's all just human input. Where am I going? Oh, I'm dead. I survived. Fun fact. Oh, they can jump. That's not a fun fact. In fact, if I could think of the opposite of a fun fact, it would be them being able to jump. Yeah, dude, the old coach machines are wicked. They're not very powerful, I'll say that. Like, whenever you do, like, a really stiff tire, a lot of the times those coach machines would seize up, and you'd have to pull them a little bit, but, I mean, as long as you kind of knew what you were doing, they really weren't that bad to work with. And that's the difference on dead. Nope. Actually, I might be for real. We haven't even healed. There you go. Get out of here. Nice. Nice. I don't even know how many rooms those guys give me. Just about to find out though. 124. That's not half bad. Boom. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nice. I used the coats at our old shop to mount 37 16/24s, and she wasn't happy about it. Yeah. Oh! Huh? Why was there a knife stuck in the ground and then it was like a landmine? Yeah, dude, whenever you get up into those, like either the really small tires with the stiff beads, or you get up into the really big tires, regardless of whether or not they have a stiff bead, those machines tend to start to struggle. I gotta take this guy out first and then what I do. Ouch! Gotcha. Oh no. Dude, why is there so many out of nowhere? Where'd they come from? There's like 12 of them. I need to have a death counter. That would be nice. And I don't even remember how to get where I was. For real, dude, my truck's got those tires and my car's got 25 40 18s. 255 40 18s. And not gonna lie, I didn't have access to a machine. There's no way I'd be able to find a shop to do that to. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, dude, sometimes those machines, sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not, but I'd still much rather have the coach machines over any of the machines. Like, literally, you could choose any other machine, and I would choose the coach machine. Like, every time. And I'd probably beat the other machine in terms of efficiency and time. Like, I can mount like a 205, like normal tires, like normal street tires, 205 55 16s on a coach machine in like 10 minutes, all four. But you give me like that machine, there's a Hunter machine, it's like a squib or whatever, where you got that little hand control and it works everything. That thing right there took like 10 minutes a tire. Yeah. Dude, I actually used to really enjoy doing tires, I'm not gonna lie. Just like on street vehicles. Yeah, for real. Took no time. It was just easy money, man. Easy 1.2 right there. At least that's what our shop flagged for it, but give me this. Don't mind if I do. And no TPMS to worry about. Yep. Ow! If you could just not. Okay. I'm kind of just like testing my damage with these guys. Trying to see where I stand right now. Oh, wicked. Boom! Nah, see, I wouldn't even be doing tires for 7/10, bro. You got me messed up. That is insane. I will say the biggest ripoff though is when I was working for Nissan, and if you did one tire, you got 4/10, but if you did a whole set, you only got an hour. Do the math. 4/10 times 4 for a full set should be 1.2, and you only got an hour. So you were better off just doing one tire at a time, like per vehicle, than you were to do a full set on a customer's car. Make that make sense. I didn't even notice the big dude. I don't think the big guy can come out here. I think he's too big. Oh, I can't. I ran out of stamina. Nissan likes to use 11 millimeters anyways. They don't understand math. Yeah, for real. Toyotas like to do stuff like that too, which I will say they're better about it. I haven't really run into a lot of 11 millimeters, but Toyotas really like to use 12 and 16s or 17s. Still better than Ford though, using a godforsaken 7 millimeter. Or even a 6 millimeter. I think Ford uses 5.5 also millimeter. But Nissan uses 4.5, I'm pretty sure, for some of their dash stuff. I have no idea where I'm at, chat. I just be rolling. Going wherever the wind takes me. Hey, bro has the same sword as me. Oh, is this a hunter? No. Nice. Haha. Oh! Quit it! Nice. Come on now. Nice. Dang, they give me a lot of runes. They give me 388. Anything I'm missing around here, chat? Probably. What's this? Crystal bud. Nice. Gonna be token up later. Bolt-on car equals 10 millimeter. Take it or leave it. That's just the way it's gotta be. Yeah, for real. Past this step, it's consensual. My Snap-on dealer. Oh yeah, yeah. He had some kind of stupid sign on that one, like he had, like yours has. What was it? It's something about like, go ahead, buy it. Your wife already said it's okay, or something like that. He just bought a plane. Yeah. See, the game is rigged, bro. Like, how can you make more money selling the tools to the people that use it than the people that are buying it? You gonna go straight? Dude, I love Harbor Freight. I've got a ton of Harbor Freight stuff, especially when it comes to their like test equipment for Diag. But do I want to fight this? I don't feel like I do. We're gonna do it anyways. Oh, okay. I thought maybe I could just outwalk that. I was wrong. Okay, well, that was easy. I got all Harbor Freight until I kept warranting it, and if that was the case, it went to Snap-on. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the best way to do it, really. It's definitely the best way. I've gone through like 7 of those swivel head, like 14 or 15 inch ratchets they have. the 3/8. And my Snap-on one has lasted me so far about 8 months and had no problem. Yeah, it's a pipe wrench. Oh, buddy's into it as soon as we get out here. Oh man, the one hit me still. Oh. Okay. Oh, wicked. Oh, I dodged too soon. Oh, dodged too late. He's still attacking me. Okay. Technically a hammer too, but they're the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. I always use my I forget what they're called, but the one side is a box end and then the other side is a ratchet end. I would always use that as a hammer. Not like to beat on stuff, but I've got those, and I've got those anti-vibe hammers they're Mac, but I think Craftsman makes them. I think. But that hammer set is godly, bro. Maybe when you get better at the game, you'll hit me one of these days, huh? Oh! Okay. Oh! I didn't think he was gonna hit me with that. Where are you jumping to? Jump on that. But he just like machine gun Kelly'd me. Oh man. Yeah, you would dodge. Come on, pal. Ouch. This is an optional boss, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you just got those, hadn't had nothing hit in a minute. Yeah. That's usually how that goes, bro. Like when I bought that hammer set, dude, I didn't even use it for like a month. I just had to open my toolbox and look at it every time. Ow! And I was like, please, bro, I need something to let my frustration out. Then I finally got to do a wheel bearing, and I was like, now's my time. What a terrible time. Ow. I've done a couple super rear wheel bearings. It's not fun. But honestly, I don't live in the Rust Belt either, so really it's never been that bad. Like, yeah, one may hang up a little bit here and there or whatever, but it's never like to the point where it's like, man, I wish I never took this job, etc. But they do get pretty bad. My buddy had one whenever I was working there, and they gave him a lot of trouble. And then like 3 weeks later, another set of rear wheel bearings came in, because we would only do wheel bearings if it was as a set, right? Or not as a set, but we would only try to do wheel bearings if we sold them as a set. So like if you only had one failing wheel bearing, we would try to sell the other side too, just to make it more worth our time in doing it. But yeah, because we don't really live in the Rust Belt, it was never like awful. Dude, I picked my runes up. What are you talking about? Just fell the tree. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. But it also helps that I have a snap-on air hammer, which is pretty strong. And I like to do that little trick where you just put a flat end chisel and spin it inside of the hub case. And that tends to work out pretty well most of the time. Ooh, I can't roll. Get away from me. Nice. Oh, he got me. Oh, yikes. That was almost bad. Oh no. Nice. Ooh. Okay, he's got new moves now. Made him mad. Ow. Oh, I'm low health. Very. Ouch. Oh, come on. Ooh! I forgot his horse can do that. Ow. Yeah, I knew it was over. Here in West Virginia, 90% of the cars spent time in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, or whatever that is, a lot, and they rust out bad. Yeah. Nah, dude, you couldn't pay me enough to be a mechanic in the Rust Belt. No way. There's just no way. The guy who was our shop foreman at Toyota, he was from up north, and he would just tell us nothing but horror stories, bro. And he was a really good mechanic. Like, he was one of those dudes that he could pretty much diagnose anything and get it right 9.9 times out of 10. But also, like, he wouldn't even really have to diagnose it. He could just, like, tell you what was wrong with it based off of the noise that you made with your mouth that you heard one time. Like, one time I showed him a video of one of my buddy's cars that was making a noise, and he was like, oh, yeah. I can't remember what it was. And then we brought it in the shop, and that's exactly what it was. Which, you know, like lifters and stuff like that, yeah, it makes sense how you can hear stuff like that and kind of figure out what it is. But this wasn't like a lifter or nothing. He was like, oh, that's a heat shield. And I was like, how can you tell the difference of what a heat shield sounds like versus like what a, you know, like what if the air compressor, if the AC compressor was loose and it was clicking? How'd you know for a fact? Or like one time he test drove a vehicle that I had replaced the motor on. And he comes back, and he's like, you left the sway bar end links loose, they're knocking. And I was like, what? No way. And he test drove that car for 6 minutes. And then we get it on the alignment rack, and I grabbed that sway bar end link, and it was loose. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. Oh my God. Which all that stuff comes with time anyways. That dude's been doing it for like 30 years. I just thought it was crazy how often he was actually correct. Ouch! Oh, okay. I might skip this boss actually, fun fact. Can I skip this boss? How would I know? Yeah, I guess I can. Well, I guess I've explored this whole area, huh? I don't think I can because that's kind of pointing in the direction of this boss here. Maybe this is a, No, it can't be because he doesn't speak. He just fights. Let's go over here. Right. What's in here? Is there anywhere else I can go in here? No. This is just kind of a dead end. But yeah, no, dude, there's just absolutely no way that you could pay me any amount of money to be a mechanic consistently up north in the Rust Belt. I will literally do anything and everything in my power to avoid it as much as possible. Oh man. Chubbs' phone died, man. Rough. Man. Get your goofy eye out of here. That's what I thought. Haha. Hit you with that blood. Alright, I'm gonna run past y'all. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Haha. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that literally just goes straight to that. Oh, buddy's coming after me. Ouch. What's this? This looks like a place I can go. Yeah. Huh? Ah. Can I summon Torrent here? Nope. YOLO! Nice. YOLO! Nice. Hoop! Sweet. What are you doing? Oh. Oh, okay. Buddy's just gonna spin. Oh, there's a little one. Oh, he's dangerous! Oh, there's another little one. I'm stuck. He's gonna rock me. Jesus Christ. Bad to admit, maybe. Yeah. God dang, bro, the amount of little ones. Crystal dart. Oh! Oh! Nice. How was mechanic supposed to make it? Man, you know, it's crazy. I still do not smoke anything or vape or anything like that, even while I was a mechanic. And everybody who knew me was like, how can you possibly do this job sober? And I was like, I'm just built differently, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Not really, though. I just never started smoking, so I guess I never really saw the point to start. But, man, I bet it would have helped me a lot. Because I raged a lot as a mechanic, I promise you. I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs, throwing shit. Oh, good Lord. Time for down. I feel like I'll die if I do that. You know? I don't know. Sweet. Definitely would have died if I fell over there, though. So I feel. Nice. We've got an Art of War, or an Ash of War. We like that. I've got a cart in one hand and a vape in the other as we speak. Nice. Heck yeah. Good old Chubbsy living it up, bro. Is this not just the gate that I came through? Yeah. What do I need to be here for? I don't know that I do need to be here. The temple quarter. I don't know. I'll have to look up to see if that's the boss that I need to fight, because I don't think it is. And if it is, then GG. Because I'm going to be on that boss for a while, because I still don't do a ton of damage. Still trying to figure out what I need to do. What was this? What good is this ledge right here? Wicked. Yeah. Ow. Get out of here. Like 2 years ago, and don't think I've got it gone any more than 3 days without it at a time. That's kind of how my buddy is. Said he's been doing it for way more than 3 years. Or 2 years. But yeah, he always keeps one on him. Especially while he's working. That's crazy. By the way, that I jumped right in the palm of one of those and it didn't even touch me. Several times, actually. It's insane. What is that? There's a door over there. Where's that go? Okay, well it doesn't open from this side, so I guess we'll never know. W dodge, chat. Woohoo! W dodge again, chat. Out of the corner of my eye, by the way. Be gone with thee. I gotta slump back. Let's see. How? Huh? How? Yeah, my buddy, bro, he's always got one on him. And he pretty much does the same thing you do. Like, he'll go back and forth between the cart or whatever. But I've just never been much of one to do that. Oh, that's that boss that does this. I see. I think. I would assume that once you kill the boss, that it quits happening. A roundabout, right? How far exactly does he continue to do it? I wonder. Oh, I didn't even hit the guy I wanted to. Okay. There's just wall around here. Kind of see if I can find a way around. What is over here? What's this? Man. Oof. Hoarfrost Stomp. Okay. Cool. We got a secret. Maybe that's a secret, I don't know. Whoa. Okay, game. I see what you're trying to do. Ow. Why is it that I can't hit those guys? That's the second time I've encountered that enemy. Haha. You think you're cool, pal? Ow. But he actually hit me. I'll give it to him. Lol. Oh, he's about to do it again. Ah! Oh man, that one wasn't even fair. Am I interested in you right now? I don't think I am. I think I want to go this way. Still don't do as much damage as I would like to. I think I need to upgrade this weapon though, for one. Hey, we got us another sapling. That's what's up. I don't think I've ever even been to this area before, chat. Yes, I have. That's a lie. I remember this dock right here. For sure remember this. Hello? Thank you. Smith and Stone. That's what's up. Whoa. That's a cool waterfall. I don't remember that. I think I've been here before. I remember these ladders that lead up to this, because there's a bunch of those like raven things on this, isn't there? They sing, but they can fly. Maybe that's somewhere else. Ow. You're a disgusting thing, man. Absolutely filthy. Okay. Here's an entrance. Or an exit, depending on which way you came. Boom! You know, I may not be able to do full swings on you, but it really doesn't matter because it staggers the shit out of you every time. I was about to say, there's no way you're not dead. Buddy got up like he was unfazed. He was like, oh, this is just now getting interesting. It was like an anime when a character gets knocked 6 planets away. This is a pretty cool place. Ah, well, that's not very cool of you, is it? To poison me like that? Oh, hey, it's you guys. Nice. Well, on the uphand, we killed them. On the offhand, they might kill us. Because I'm poisoned. And that's not very nice. But we are getting a lot of smithing stones. And we do like that. That I can promise you. Oh, hello. You thought you were slick, huh? You thought you was about to run a fade. What a loser, chat. Let's take this up. Let's see where we be going. Man, it's like we be stankin', chat. Got that green mist coming off of us. Letting everybody know that we missed our routine cleanliness. It's awful. Get out of here. Okay, buddy. I don't think that's how lanterns work. I don't think you can just turn those into flamethrowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that being a thing that is possible. Oh, I'm about to die. Kind of forgot I was poisoned. Nice. Oh my god, bro, it scares me every time they do that. They get back up like nothing's happened to them. And then they just, like, flinch one last time and die. Ow. I gotta heal, because this infection's gonna kill me. Buddy, stop that. Come on now. You know better. Be gone with thee. I got a pickaxe. Cool. Do I need that? Nice. He's not dead. Oh, he's on me! And I'm dead. Is that easy, chat? What if I just start wearing my headphones like this, if I'll be like a cool kid? No, absolutely not. These headphones severely hurt my head. Let's see. Oh. Well, we kind of went the way that we wanted. Sorta. Yeah, there's a boss here, I thought. He's probably on the top up there, if I had to guess. I don't know how to get all the way up there, though. That's my problem. Likely wrong. Could this be an item? Perchance not. Why do I have two things on my map? Oh, okay, that was when I was doing the blade thing. Where's the other one? There it is. Sweet. Get rid of those. We don't need that nonsense. Let's see. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of bored of this game, chat. So we're gonna exit off of it. And then we'll see what we can find in the meantime. I do have Poppy Playtime that we can play. We also have Dark Deception, which is another horror game. Let's see. I think I'm playing noise. Yep, it tried to. Let's see. What we got going on here? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You know what, chat? We might just do it. We might just do it. Nah, not right now. I was thinking about it, but I don't think it's the smartest idea right now. I think that's probably going to be it for me for tonight, chat. I'm just not really feeling it. So, appreciate everybody coming through, though. Especially you, Chubbs. I appreciate you coming through again. It's been nice talking to you after all these years. Missed you, man. I do appreciate it, for real. And shout out to Czar for coming back out to the stream, keeping that regular status up. Aiden and Taintless Duck as well. Appreciate y'all for coming out. I do appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I don't think we'll be playing Elden Ring anymore. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the Elden Ring here because for one, I'm not very good at it, and two, it doesn't seem like it gets a whole lot of traffic. So, nor does it really open up for a lot of content grabs. So it's not really it's just really generally not a good game to play. But I'll see you guys in the next stream. But until then, stay safe as always.